guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. We're going to do a viewer email today, but I think there's a lot you guys can actually get from this. So I'm very proud of this thumbnail. It was like a photo from the 1970s, and I inserted this girl into it. It was kind of a fun. I like doing my own Photoshop. I'm not very good at it, but it's kind of fun. But I wanted to answer this email because I do get a lot of them like it, and I thought, well, maybe this will help a few guys out there and remind other guys that you never want to get into the friend zone. And here you notice I don't say getting out of the friend zone, because once you're in the friend zone, it's really difficult to get out. It's better to avoid it. So I have this email that was sent in. It says, "Hello, Mr. Better Bachelor. We're friends. You can just call me Better." Very formal. I'm looking for an answer regarding an incident that happened to me a couple years ago. I was in community college during this time, and I met two girls that I really liked. The first girl said that she already had a boyfriend, so I decided to just be friends with her. I was determined just to focus on my studies after that, but then the second girl came into my life. She's from Africa and was very friendly to me. I just wanted to be classmates, but she kept being very nice towards me. She even asked me out to the movies. I thought maybe she was trying to ask me out, so one night I did over the phone. She said yes, and I thought that I finally had a girlfriend. Now I'm going to break this down after reading it all to you, but I want you to kind of hear the whole story, and then we'll come back and touch on it. He says, the next day, however, she called me back saying that she just wanted to be friends. I wanted to try and persuade her to let us go out, but she wanted to focus on her studies and just stay friends. I agreed. Sometime later, she told me about a guy that she wanted to ask out. I was a bit let down since she said she wasn't looking to date at the time. Later on, she called me at night saying that the guy just saw her as a friend. So I guess the guy she asked out just saw her as a friend. She was angry, but I let her get it off her chest. She thanked me and said I was a good friend. I was a little depressed after that, but I got better, and I'm continuing my studies at a university. I want to ask you if I could have done something better back then, or if it was a lost cause to begin with. The guy she was interested in was also African, so I'm guessing she was looking for a guy who was the same race as she was to date. She's back in her home country now, and we're still friends. However, the experience turned me off of dating. It's a little hard to deal with because my cousin, whom I grew up with like a sister, is already married, and she's younger than me. I guess you can say I'm a bit jealous. Not to mention, I went to an all-boys high school, and I had to listen to my classmates talk about their girlfriends. I thought I was missing out. I was never good with girls, and I've had to look up answers on my own. I would like to have an expert's opinion on what happened. Thank you. First of all, thank you for calling me an expert, but I am far from an expert. I'm just a guy with probably more experience than I should have. Both good and bad. All right, so let's start at the beginning. So you're in college. You met two girls. The first girl already had a boyfriend, so I just decided to be friends with her. That's problem number one. Okay, a lot of times people get this mixed up. If you want to go out with a girl and you find her attractive and she says no to you, and then you say, okay, or she says, let's just be friends, and you say yes, you're saying yes, not likely because you need a friend. You're not saying yes because you really think she's super interesting or would be a good friend. You're saying yes because you're attracted to her. Right there, every time that happens is a problem for men. You've been put in the friend zone, and a lot of times we like to refer to them as orbiters. And that means she is the earth and you're just a moon hovering around, or you're like a satellite hovering around, hoping at some point you can maybe find the opportunity to date her. But the longer that you're in this position, in vast majority of cases, the more you're cementing yourself into that friend position and less like a relationship choice. Here's how you handle that. You ask a girl out. She says, no, but I think you're really cool. We can be friends, though. And here's the simple answer. Even if you don't have any friends, because if you don't have any friends and you say to her, okay, then she's your only friend, and you're just signing up for misery. Here's your answer. When she says, we can just be friends, you say, nah, I'm good. I got lots of friends already. And then you move on. The end. Because she may be saying, but we can be friends, because she's saying, I don't want to date you, and I don't know how else to let you down nicely So I'm going to give you like the halfway. It's like, oh, you didn't come in first place, but here's a participation trophy. What she's saying to you is, I don't find you attractive enough to date, but we'll be friends. There's your participation trophy. Just say no to that and move on, and don't give it a second chance. Because here's the thing. If you go your separate ways and you're doing your thing and you're improving your life and things are going well for you, she may notice. If she does, she'll reintroduce and maybe try to accept or offer a date or something like that. But don't think about that, because the odds of that happening are very slim. Or the other thing is, she'll move on. She'll be like, okay, well, I didn't really want to be friends with him anyway, and he let himself out the door, and that makes that a lot easier. So your first mistake with the first girl is the friendship. You say focus on your studies, which is good. Second girl came into your life. She was friendly to you. You just wanted to be classmates, but she was nice to you and asked you out to the movies. So you asked her out, or she asked you out to the movies. And so one night you did over the phone. She said yes. So I'm guessing she hinted and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah. And I finally thought I had my first girlfriend. That's another problem. Okay? Just because you're going out on a date with somebody does not mean that's a girlfriend, does not mean that's locked in stone. You're in the earning or proving yourself. Maybe proving yourself would be a better stage. You're in the proving yourself to her stage right here. It's not time to think of her as a girlfriend. You still need to try to prove that you are a good catch to her. And I could go into that topic, but that's another whole video. The next day, however, she called me back saying that she just wanted to be friends. What happened here is that you did something that made her feel like you weren't a good match together as boyfriend, girlfriend. And again, she maybe wasn't very comfortable in telling you or didn't know how to tell you, I don't think this is going to work out. So again, participation trophy, would you like to still be friends? And here's your second mistake. You agreed to this. You have no reason to make friends with girls, especially when you're in college. I'm not saying you can't be friends with girls, but when you're attracted to one and thinking about her as a girlfriend or a potential relationship, and she offers you the friend trophy, just say, nope, I'm good. I've got plenty of friends, even if you don't. Because you want to find people that you can have friends, and those are going to be people that you aren't attracted to, and they aren't attracted to you, and there's no attraction. That's friendship. If there's any of this back and forth, you're going to get yourself in trouble. He continues on, I wanted to try to persuade her to go out. That is a no-no. You cannot talk people into attraction. You cannot convince people of giving you a second chance. It doesn't work like that. I mean, you can try to talk to them into second chance, and they may, but it's not going to be legitimate feelings for you. They may feel sorry for you, but they're not going to be attracted to you. So you just don't want to do that. And here's why. You say sometime later, she told me about a guy that she wanted to ask out, and you were let down since she said she wasn't looking to date at the time. You're let down because you're attracted to her, and you're upset because she's going out with another guy and not you. And you're also upset because she said she wasn't looking to date. But the truth of it is she wasn't looking to date you. So again, if you weren't friends, you wouldn't be getting all into this and you'd just have moved on. But what you're doing is it's kind of like you're giving yourself a burn, and now it's going to be tender and it's just going to hurt you. And every time you think things are better, she's going to keep burning you the whole time. Every boyfriend, every great guy that she goes out with, and then she's going to break up and you think, oh, here's maybe my chance, or I'm going to try to be nice to her and show her what a great guy I am, which is what you did. It's not going to get you anywhere. And how do I know? Because it didn't work out with this other guy. He saw her as a friend, and she was angry, and then she called you, and you let her get it off your chest. You were her emotional tampon right there, and she got it all out on you. That's not going to make a woman feel attracted to you. You're her friend. Now you're just a guy to bounce ideas off of, and you're more and more firmly cementing yourself in a friend zone. And it's a fake thing, because she doesn't really care about you other than using you for advice or taking her out to dinner or maybe fixing something in her dorm room or whatever. You really don't mean anything to her, because there's more than likely other guys that are doing the same damn thing, and she's just getting all the benefits of you guys hoping to get with her, and you never will. So how do you avoid the friend zone? when they ask you, or when they say I just want to be friends, or they don't ask for a second date, move on. Okay, cool. Literally say, I have plenty of friends. I don't see you that way. I don't need it. I don't need that kind of relationship with you. Moving on. It's just the easiest way. And you were bummed out about that, but now you're continuing at your university. So when you say, I wanted to ask you if I could have done something better back in, now you know the answer to that. Or was it a lost cause to begin with? I don't think so. It's never just a lost cause. I mean, the first one, she had said she had a boyfriend. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. That she was letting you down nice, but she gave you the friend as like a life preserver. Don't ever take that. Just say you're good. And the second one, hey, you know what? It wasn't a lost cause because you did go out on a date with her. You took your chance at it. It didn't work out. Okay, not a lost cause. What the lost cause was you trying to continue to be friends and try to hang in there. And the other thing is here, when you say that he was also African, and you say you were maybe you're guessing she was looking for a guy who was the same race as she was today, don't make that assumption. And this is the hard part to swallow. Maybe she just didn't like you. Maybe after a date she said, no, he's not my type. That's okay. I mean, as crazy as it is, I've had dating success looking like I do. Somehow that happened. And I've had some women tell me that they find me attractive, and I've had other women that tell me they would rather lick mud off of the bottom of their shoe than to go out with me. It's okay. It's part of it. But don't give yourself excuses of maybe why she didn't. Maybe she just didn't want to date you. And you say the experience turned you off to dating. It shouldn't. These are two women, and only one of them, and she told you right off the bat she didn't want to date you. So if your heart's broken, the only person that broke your heart is yourself over your own expectations. She didn't break your heart. She was honest with you. She said, hey, I didn't feel it. Do you want to be friends? And you said yes, but you didn't want to be friends. You wanted to date her still. So your own emotions hurt yourself. She did not do anything wrong here. You did it to yourself. Just understand that. And to avoid having this happen, again, what do we do when a woman says we can just be friends? You say, no, I'm good, thanks, and move on. As far as you're having struggles with jealousy with your cousin because she's like a sister to you, and you feel jealous because she's getting married, I don't know if you've watched the 750 or 800 videos I've done on this channel. Do not get married. Don't bother. It's a one-way street for men. Then a woman doesn't have to stay slim and attractive and be nice to you and go out of her way to treat you well. She can take you for granted. And especially here in the United States or many Western countries, they can cheat, they can break your heart, they can do all the wrong, walk away from you and still get half of your stuff or a large portion of your stuff that they didn't deserve. And they get the cash and prizes for treating you poorly. So don't be jealous of anybody getting married. In my case, I'd say I feel bad for them. And again, the only person that's at fault here is you. I mean, for your own heartbreak. You broke your own heart in this instance. So that's what I think on that one. I hope this helps you. I don't read this, by the way, to embarrass you or give you a hard time. But there's a lot of guys that will do this, where they're lonely or they want a girlfriend, and it doesn't work out with one, but the girl throws the life preserver of, oh, we can be friends, and a guy will take it. And the truth is you didn't want to be friends. You wanted to date her. And then every boyfriend, every time she talks about hooking up or anything, it's just going to slowly break your heart. And you're just going to hang in there hoping for a chance, and it's not going to happen, especially the longer you are as friends. Hope this helped. Guys, if you're watching me here on YouTube, please join me over on betterbachelor.locals.com. And we got forums, amazing forums. I've got, what do we have, 15,000 memes over here, I think. We've got a meme page. We talk about news topics and a real great group of community of people. So come over and join it today. I think you'll get a lot out of it, a lot more than you'll get out of the comments section on YouTube videos, I'll tell you that much.